Hi, I'm Bart Henshaw, League of Women Voters, Ross County, and today we are interviewing Kathy Dunn, who is a candidate for Recorder of Ross County. And Kathy, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
First, we'll start just with some background. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm a graduate of Shawnee State College with an associate in electromechanical engineering, of all things. When I graduated from college, I got out. I worked during that time for a small business in Chillicothe, an owner who had two different businesses, a wholesale electronics stores and Tri-County Vending, which was a music and games business. And when I graduated from college, I chose to stay there, and I became the general manager of it. I sold real estate part-time during that period of time, and I also filled a vacancy in the Chillicothe City Treasurer's office when the treasurer died. I ran 3 times for that job and spent a little over 10 years there. Then in 1996, I ran for county recorder. And in 1997, I took office. And I am currently finishing my 7th term there and running for my 8th term.
Thank you very much. You know, not everybody knows what a recorder does, and I know it's hard to explain in a brief amount of time. But what does a recorder do?
A recorder has to enforce over 1,000 state laws regarding legal documents. We file, review, and record documents that are required under the law. Most of them probably deal with real estate or do deal with real estate, but we have all types of documents that go through the office. It might be restrictions on property, subdivision regulations, boundary line and fence line, records, power of attorney, a living will. But you can look at it sort of like a history of all the land in Ross County. I like to look at it sort of like a family tree because each parcel of land started out in a much larger piece as they were moving toward the west, and this was the Northwest Territory Land Office long before it was a state or a city. The records are forever records. They never go away. They are permanent, and they have to be archived, and they have to be indexed in a way that people can search them. But there's a multitude of documents that are there. They are public records. They have to be open for view on regular hours. I was the 3rd county in the state of Ohio to actually offer an internet website for our records, one of the earliest e-recording offices in the state. We ran out of room a long time ago, so I have books that are stacked to the ceiling that we really can't let go of because even if they're backscanned like most of them are, they're just so full of history and people like to touch them.
That's interesting. And so you've given us a lot of what is going on, and so maybe in that, what your priorities are in maintaining all of that. But is there any one in particular priority, if you're reelected, that you would like to see happen?
Yes, I got 2 grants one during COVID to backscan all of the deeds and plats and right-of-way and highway easements all the way back to the 1700s. I used that grant to get those digitized because those books are getting more fragile every year. Even though you try to restore them, it's difficult when you have people handling them all the time. It was a $411,000 grant that I got from the CARES Act to digitize the records. In 2021, we had the American Recovery Act. I applied for and got a grant for $450,000 to index all those records, which is a massive undertaking. That's an ongoing project, and that's one I figured would take about 3.5 to 4 years to do and plan for that.
That sounds great. All right, so tell us, why should someone vote for you?
I have the experience that we need to continue to have clean, good records for the future, taking care of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The technology is there, the knowledge is there, the interest is there. There are more and more people who are interested in coming here and looking up records that were their family records as well as everything else. A lot of people who came here kept on moving across the country, and they like to come back and look at the records and find their family members and where they lived, or perhaps the cemetery that they were buried in. I want to continue to put more and more of those records together so the public can enjoy them and use them for their needs.
Very much. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.